Welcome, everybody, to another edition of the Put Me Over podcast. We did it, guys. Half a century down, episode 50, coming at you live and in charge, I think is the saying. I am your host, Andrew Gomez, a.k.a. The Mez, joined today by my lovely, wonderful, beautiful co-hosts. To my left, we have the 10th wonder of the world, Dickalicious himself, Richard Garcia.
Happy 50th!
And also rounding out the crew, we have the $100 man, everybody's favorite uncle, Bobby Diaz.
What's up, baby?
And round out the crew, the Pinoy powerhouse himself, Byron Pagdalao.
I'm deaf. I can't hear shit right now.
That was loud. I had the intro music a little loud. I'll fix that in editing.
No, it's good. It sounds good.
No problem. But it's great to be back. Great to be on our 50th episode, guys. This is nothing to sneeze at. This is, how do you say epic in Spanish? Epico?
Epicito.
Good enough.
Something around there.
Before we get into the show, you know I got to give it up to our sponsors, WrestleCrate.com. If you're ever in the market and you want to see what these mystery loot boxes are all about, look no further. Go to WrestleCrate.com and sign up. You got 1 month left. We're gonna get into a big thing that is an exclusive to the Put Me Over podcast. You got 1 month left, so go ahead and sign up to WrestleCrate.com, and in the promo code box, you put Me Over, and in turn, that website will put you over, and you get 20% off your first month. Also, we're sponsored by LapelYeah.com. Go to LapelYeah.com. There's a lot of cool merch, a lot of cool pins, T-shirts, stickers. If you've seen a wrestling pin, these guys have probably made it, so make sure you go to LapelYeah.com. And go there. You got 20% off if you use our promo code PUTMEOVER. So definitely take advantage of that. And also, we have our own merch store. Go to PutMeOver.com if you want to get put over with the sweetest swag and merch on the market featuring your boys truly. Go to PutMeOver.com and use the promo code. Are we still using Flaccid?
Yeah, just for a little longer.
All right, we got to change that soon. But use Flaccid. You'll get 15% off your entire order. So that's going to take care of the tax if you live in California. Maybe you're shipping. I don't know. But, yeah, a lot of cool stuff going on. We are on the road to WrestleMania. We're chugging along. Chugga, 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 chugga. And,
Choo-choo.
yeah, I forgot the choo-choo.
Choo-choo. Woo-woo.
But with that being said, let's get into some Dick Sturdy news. Take it away, Dick.
All right, guys. So I think today's a birthday for the old Stinger. He turned, how old is he right now?
60.
He's 60. Wow.
The singer from The Police?
Not that Stinger.
Oh.
No, the wrestler.
The
Dude.
Stinger.
Oh, I forgot this is a wrestling podcast.
This is yeah.
You know, the one guy with the baseball bat.
So right off the bat, happy birthday, Sting.
right on this day.
There you go.
He's 60?
Yep.
Fuck, he looks good.
Dude, he's up there, man.
He doesn't look like he's 60 though.
He looks a lot better when he doesn't have bozo hair.
Yeah.
Remember WrestleMania
That's true.
31? He had very bozo hair. He looks good, man. So happy birthday, Stinger. You guys have a favorite Sting moment or match or anything?
I think my favorite Sting moment, I think I might have mentioned this on a podcast before, but it was just a move he did. He reversed somebody doing a tombstone. And I thought to me, like, that was the most athletic move I've ever seen.
Oh, like he flipped over and did like into his
Yeah.
own tombstone?
Yeah, he was
Oh,
gonna
okay.
get tombstone.
I know which one you're talking about.
I forgot who it was against, but I was like, he's the best wrestler ever. And he had the blonde. That was blonde Venice Beach. Sting.
Oh.
Yeah, that was early WCW Sting.
I love that Sting.
My favorite Sting moment was probably when he kind of like went away, like the NWO was beating the fuck out of him like every week, and he went away for like weeks, and then came back and like he was emo Sting, he was Crow Sting, and he was just watching from the rafters. I remember seeing him like, holy fuck, he's back, and he looks way different.
That was probably one of my favorite moments was when he was doing all that stuff, like very like scary, like up in the rafters.
He
like,
had a vulture with him, dude.
Yeah.
so fucking cool.
Crow
The
Sting.
trench coat, and he had the bat on him. Like, it was just so fucking cool.
I wonder
Yeah.
how scared he was when that vulture was on his fucking arm. I'm like, oh
Please
my
don't bite me. Please don't bite me. Please don't bite me. Please don't bite me.
God.
Don't kill me. Don't kill me.
Damn, they spent a lot of money for that gimmick. That's crazy.
But it was worth it though.
Oh, absolutely.
Dude, when he used to drop in,
Oh God.
I mean, can't do that anymore. But
Yeah.
back then, that was like the shit because he could just drop in at any moment.
was that pre Owen Hart?
Yes.
Yes.
Oh yeah,
Oh, okay.
definitely. Or
Wow.
when he took off the mask and revealed himself to be. See,
My favorite meme is when I see that GIF when it's it's like New Year, New Me, but like he take off the mask and it's the same person.
yup, that's it.
Sting wasn't fucking around.
Gets me every time. Dude.
No, he wasn't.
What else?
Well, it's not almost official, but AJ Styles is close to re-signing with WWE. It seems like he's going to be there for a while. I can't blame the dude for wanting to be there. He's got it made. Why would he want to go anywhere else?
Yeah, why like you're uproot everything that you've had going right now. Like AJ Styles is like top notch, top tier talent on the roster right now. So like why would you want to leave that?
Exactly. So good for him. I mean, he SmackDown has been built around him for the past couple of years. So it would be weird seeing him away from SmackDown, let alone away from WWE. Because right off the bat, when he came in, they pushed him hard. They pushed him as like one of the top guys.
Yeah, when he debuted at the Rumble, they made sure to get a really tight shot of Roman Reigns the whole time.
That was great.
Which is a great way to debut AJ Styles, but everyone knew who he was. From the music to his moveset, like he's like the total package. Can use a little bit of work on promos, but what he's been doing lately, like he's killing it, dude.
Yeah, he's on fire right now. I think that they probably offered him some crazy amount of money, and probably offered him like half the time wrestling.
Oh yeah.
So I mean, you really can't beat it. So I mean, you just got to take it. Like, why not?
You got to preserve the goose.
Oh yeah,
You can't just put the goose out every day. It's gonna die.
I'm proud.
That's
I'm
true.
happy for him. It's good.
He's
Good
what,
choice.
41 and still doing all the shit he's doing.
Yes.
450s. God damn it.
It's crazy.
Animal.
Springboards, like my knees can't do that, and I'm not even that old. I'm not that old. He's not that old,
He's not that old.
but I'm not as old as AJ Styles.
nope.
No, you're not.
Anyway,
Well, I don't know if you guys heard, but back in January, Flip Gordon had torn his MCL.
ooh,
Did
ouch.
you guys hear about that?
My Chemical Romance.
Yeah, I think we talked about it first.
We did talk about that for a while back, a couple months ago. Well, it turns out that he's actually cleared to wrestle. So
The fuck?
Yeah.
That's pretty wild, man. I mean, torn a MCL, and he's already ready to get
3
back in the
months
ring?
later.
No,
that's-
no surgery. So
oh, so maybe it's just like a slight tear.
it's probably like a slight tear. Yeah.
He's gonna be wearing a knee brace for sure.
For sure he is. But apparently the injury is not too bad to the point where he needs to have surgery. So that's good news for him. So he's going to be on the G1 Supercard in April, WrestleMania weekend, and also he might also be showing up at Double or Nothing.
They've been hyping up who's gonna face Cody, and it kind of looks like it's gonna be Flip.
It makes sense. I mean, if you've been watching Being the Elite, it leads up to Cody versus Flip match.
Yeah. I'm down.
Yeah, I mean it's gonna be a good match if they have that. But I've also been watching Cody's show, and he's kind of tilting towards Jericho, because it's that Jericho stuff is like happening pretty crazy over there.
Well, Jericho's already got a match
Oh, that's
with
right.
Kenny Omega.
But the way they're teasing it, it's like that Cody really is pissed off at Jericho, and I don't know.
Maybe
It's-
that'll build Cody versus Jericho for their show that's coming up in Florida. What was it called?
Battle for the
Battle for the Fallen.
Fallen. Yeah,
That's probably they're
There
probably
you
already
go.
building that up for that next one.
Ooh,
That could be. Well, we also got another inductee into the WWE Hall of Fame, and this one is actually an obscure person. Sue Atchison. She's been working with the WWE for over 30 years, and she's getting the Warrior Award. Now, why do I bring this up? Warrior, in his Hall of Fame speech back in 2014, had mentioned that he wanted to create an award for those who are working behind the scenes. You guys remember that speech?
Oh yeah.
yeah.
And the Warrior Award was actually not really supposed to be for that, but that was Warrior's idea to have an award. 5 years after that, someone from WWE who has been behind the scenes, Sue Atchison, she's been there for over 30 years. She's actually the one who did the Make-A-Wish Foundation. She helped build a bridge between them and WWE.
Oh.
So she's getting inducted. Good for her.
Well deserved
And
for sure.
hopefully this is just the first of many people in WWE that have been working behind the scenes that are going to get inducted.
Yeah, Warrior, he was like, you put all these wrestlers in the Hall of Fame, but there's plenty of people working behind the scenes that deserve to be inducted in the Hall of Fame. And this is exactly what he wanted the award to be, you know?
Yes.
You know, referees, for sure. People that do the lighting. There's so much production that goes into...
Mark Eden, I want that guy in there because that guy has like the best arm ever.
Yeah, wait. He was the one... Oh, he was one that would launch... He was the timekeeper, right?
Yes.
Yeah, they fired him. Like, that was real. The way they fired him was really shitty.
How did they fire him? What happened?
They just said goodbye, good luck in your future endeavors after, what, like 30 years himself?
Wow.
This was years ago.
Poor guy.
And he was the one that would launch the beers to Stone Cold during the Attitude
Yeah,
Era.
he was the guy-
Damn.
to me, that like when I heard about the Warrior Award, that's the one person that should get it. Him and Howard Finkel.
Yes,
Because these
Howard
guys have been
Finkel
there for
for sure.
so long, and they're both very
Wait.
under.
Howard Finkel's already in the Hall of Fame.
Oh, he is.
Yes.
Oh, that's right. You're right. But
But
Eden for sure though.
yeah, people. There's so much production that goes on these shows. Even the truck drivers, you know, like these guys, they do a lot of work just to get the show up and running
Absolutely.
every week. Kevin Dunn does not deserve to be in the Hall of Fame with the camera work he forces these fucking cameramen to do every
Oh
week.
Jesus.
We'll get into that a little later.
Yeah.
Oh my God. Yeah, we'll
fucking-
talk about that in a bit.
What else we got, Dick?
Bobby mentioned this earlier, and apparently someone on eBay is selling an Owen Hart funeral pamphlet.
Yeah, what the
What was that about, dude?
Some guy posted it called Wrestle Trash, and I was, dude, you guys got to see this. I don't, because it's on our Instagram, but while scrolling through, you know, just checking out people posting it. Dude, some guy's selling it for $1, and he says, DM me for prices. And I'm like, dude, that's the fucking lowest of the low, man.
Unless he's really, really poor, it's really bad taste. But I don't know, man. That's kind of weird.
That's very, I don't know.
I mean, that's low. Imagine someone selling like someone's like
Mom or dad.
yeah, someone's mom or dad, you know, selling their memorabilia like from like a funeral. Like that's pretty shitty, dude. That guy, I hope he doesn't sell it, but I know someone will buy it. Like,
Oh, of course. I mean, you got wrestling collectors out there that buy anything.
Yeah, sadly, that's probably what's going to end up happening. Somebody's going to end up buying it.
I wonder for how much too. I'm gonna look into that and see how much it sells for, because it's gonna sell clearly.
Oh, absolutely. I mean, it's just, it only costs a couple cents to print out the paper, but of course the fact that it's Owen Hart and the tragedy that happened to him, and the controversy surrounding it, it'll cost a pretty penny for whoever wants to buy it.
yeah, the controversy like is a big part of it. I think it's disgusting.
It is. I agree.
We had a listener question. Simaya Simaya 55. He wanted us to talk about Impact Wrestling using OVW as developmental territory.
Oh wow.
OVW has brought people like John Cena, Brock Lesnar, Batista. A lot of big names came from OVW. CM Punk, Dolph Ziggler. But they are not the same OVW that they were back then.
No.
So, I mean, they're trying to create some buzz like, oh, look they're getting OVW that made all these stars before. But it's not the same OVW that it was in the 2000s.
Actually, you know what? It is. They're actually an independent company. Back then, they were working with WWE as part of they had a contract agreement with them. Now that they don't, and they're working with Impact, they've always been the same company. I think Danny Davis is still running that promotion.
Obviously, it's still called
still
OVW, but I'm
called that.
saying that they don't have the same stars that they had when WWE had their territory in there.
Right.
That's what I'm saying.
I mean,
I know it's OVW still.
Yeah, I'm hopefully they do grab some, develop some great wrestlers. But you know, it's kind of hard when you have WWE like right there.
Well, you had their
You know?
agents that were probably feeding the territory as well.
Yeah, definitely.
But I mean, we'll see. I mean, it could be something big. I don't even know what channel Impact is on anymore. I know that they have the Lucha Bros. I know they got Brian Cage. I know they have Scarlett Bardot. I know they have a lot of great talent, but I don't watch TNA really.
They're on the most obscure channels.
Pop.
Yeah. And
yeah.
that's probably one of their biggest problems is that they move so much it's hard to keep track of where they're at and how to watch them. So it's like I know what channel WWE is on. I know what channel New Japan is on. but you know that it's like I have no idea.
Oh, I'm getting word from my producer. They just told me the name of where TNA is. It's actually Comedy Central because it's a joke.
Hello.
What night is that on? Impact. Does anybody know? For real?
Thursdays? I don't know. I have no idea.
Wednesdays at 8 a.m.
On Comedy Central, right after the penis enlargement commercials.
Oh, those 5-hour infomercials are killer, dude.
Said it.
And
forget
it.
We all know them. We all know them.
Is that Ron Popeil?
Yeah.
Yep, him.
After the Tony Little Gazelle fucking.
Oh my God,
Ron
And-
Popeil.
dude! Remember when
The Total Gem as well.
Yeah.
remember when
Chuck
Stone
Norris.
Cold was imitating him
You-
on Mad TV?
Oh yeah. Go on YouTube if you haven't seen it. Yeah.
I should've
Fucking
forgot about
hilarious.
that.
But yeah, it's sandwiched between the Tybo commercials and the dick enlargement pills. TNA Impact.
What was his question about OVW? Like, what do we think of it?
Yeah, just what we think of it.
I mean, honest answer is, I think the more developmental territories you have out there, the better. You want to try to get as many people out there as you can to explore different styles of wrestling. So, I'm all for it.
Yeah, same here.
Yeah, I mean, can't be a bad.
I mean, I
It
definitely
can't be
don't
a
want
bad
them to
thing.
fail, but the name OVW is synonymous with what they did in the 2000s with the WWE. And I mean, I know they're still a company. I know they still exist, but I don't think that they're going to have the same. I mean, they can brag and say, like, we had Brock Lesnar and John Cena here, but what are they doing lately?
Yeah.
Who have
That's
they got
true.
since like in the last 5 years?
And that's, like I said, it was WWE scouts sending people to OVW. It wasn't OVW was this hot territory that people needed to be a part of. Apparently, it was a giant shithole when those guys were wrestling there anyways. But we'll see.
Thank you, Samaya.
Yeah.
Yes.
Appreciate the question.
If you got any more questions, guys, feel
Yeah,
free to
send
hit us
them
up
in,
on the
send
gram,
them in.
and we'll get to that for sure.
All right, so shall we get into Raw?
Let's get into Raw. Let's see. They are. I mean, like I said, we're fully on the road to WrestleMania, and we got to make these stops every week, and they're doing a great job telling these stories. More so on SmackDown, but Raw is also doing little things here and there. What everyone is upset about right now is Baron Corbin announcing, or Kurt Angle announcing Barry Corby as his last ever wrestling match at WrestleMania. What do you guys think? Are we getting worked? Is there going to be a swerve, or is this the reality and this is what we're going to get?
I mean, honestly, I don't even. This is like such a bad match for a fucking. This is your last match. Like, why the fuck would you choose Baron Corbin? Given Baron Corbin is good at what he's doing, he gets the crowd to fucking hate him, and he's doing great at it. But he does not deserve a last match with Kurt Angle.
No, he's got that X-Pac heat with me personally, and I'm sure with a
He
lot of
does.
people. There's we talked about it last week, like who we would like to see, and there were so many other options at the table. We've seen this Baron Corbin versus Kurt Angle match already on Raw. So to have it at a WrestleMania where we're already being trained to be told, like, to see it as a special event where we're going to see dream matches, and we're getting Baron Corbin versus Kurt Angle. Like, what who thought that was a good idea?
I think it's either one of two things. One, I think it's Kurt Angle's, his like he's giving to the business because he's gonna put Baron Corbin over probably. That's what I would do if that is the match. But you never know. There's still like 2 weeks, and maybe Mr. John Cena, Mr. Undertaker comes in. Who knows? But let's hope it's not. But if it is, he's totally gonna lose that match if it's against Baron Corbin.
Hands down.
Yeah.
I hope he wouldn't, because Baron Corbin's been getting the upper hand on him in all their interactions since he took the manager job from him. So I would hope that the payoff would be that Kurt Angle finally gets his comeuppance, at WrestleMania.
Because from a storyline perspective, it makes sense for Angle to challenge Corbin, because they've been going back and forth for almost 6 months now, ever since Corbin took over as GM for Raw. It makes sense story-wise. Match-wise, it doesn't, for obvious reasons. Do I think that Corbin is a ruse for someone else? I kind of still think there is, but honestly, I think at this point, just get it over with. You know, if you're gonna do the match, just get it over with. Like, get it out early. Don't have it toward the end of the card. Get it over with and move on. Have Kurt win the match. Have him go out with a happy ending. It would be nice for Corbin to. I mean, ideally, business-wise tradition is that you want the new guy to go over. I get that, but Kurt Angle really needs to get the win over him, because it all leads up to WrestleMania. Corbin screwed him over for most of the past 6 months, so why not have him win and end the storyline and have him go out happy?
On any other pay-per-view, this match would be like, oh fuck, all right, cool, whatever. Like any other pay-per-view, I'd be okay with it.
Any other Raw.
Yeah.
This isn't even a pay-per-view worthy match.
It's not. You're right.
Well, I mean, just to end the feud, like that would be the end of it. But as a last match,
I've seen better feuds ended on Raw than this one.
But this is like the pinnacle of his like match, and you're gonna have it on Raw. I mean, I have it on WrestleMania, the biggest stage of them all. The granddaddy. What the fuck?
We got the match that I would have liked to see on Raw.
Oh yeah.
With Kurt Angle versus Chad Gable.
Oh yeah.
Gable even went full old school American Alpha, and it's kind of
Chad Gable carried that match.
Yeah, Kurt Angle was blown up, brother.
Yeah.
I do think though that Baron Corbin and Kurt Angle can put on a pretty good performance, so I'm not 100% opposed to it, but I just wish it was someone better.
Yeah, definitely.
Think of the boos he's gonna get though. When Kurt Angle said Baron Corbin, they were already booing. Think of the boos he's gonna get when he's finally having the match. I don't know. It's gonna be nuclear heat for sure.
Part of me thinks that it's gonna lead up to something else, but at the same time, maybe this is what they really have planned, and they wanted to have like this long-term storytelling going, and which is fine. The thing is though, don't do it for Kurt Angle on this occasion, especially if it's his last match. Let him go out gracefully. Let him go out better than with Baron Corbin.
Well, if Baron Corbin wins, think of how much of a heel he will be.
Ooh. Yeah, that would put him over.
Will it really?
Yes.
I don't know if it'll put him over, but it'll
think
definitely make him a super heel, because he can just rub it in everyone's noses like, I'm the one that retired Kurt Angle.
Yep. And which would be good for his career too. So.
And then he can go out and be like, I'm going to be an Olympian too, and I'll really show you guys I'm better than Kurt Angle.
That's fine.
And then we got a new Baron Corbin gimmick, better than the Olive Garden fucking waiter, dude. I don't want to see an American hero wrestle an Olive Garden waiter, dude.
Broke his freaking neck.
I'd rather Baron go on a tour of Italy than watch Kurt Angle wrestle him in his last WrestleMania match ever.
For sure.
You tell him.
Only if we got drunken Kurt Angle versus Baron Corbin. That would have been great.
Baron Corbin would just be like, sir, we can't serve you anymore.
We're cutting you off.
We're going to cut you off. You had enough. Feel free to go to the Cheesecake Factory and talk to their bartender.
Poor Corbin. He's just trying to do his job.
He's just trying to be a good guy.
Oh, man.
But yeah, so what else happened on Raw? Ronda Rousey. I mean, first of all, Dana Brooke had no business being in the same ring as Ronda Rousey.
No, she did not.
Dude.
But she just got destroyed. And I watched her promo backstage before she won her match, and me and Elena both were like, she is awful.
Yeah.
She is not good.
What are you doing? Don't do it. Don't do it. Don't do it. Don't do it.
She is nervous to talk.
Yeah, she was even, you can tell like when she was doing her promo, it was like she was like kind of stuttery, like you can hear it in her voice that she wasn't even confident in herself. So it's like, oh, just don't do it.
But not in a good way. Not in a good way that she was scared to go against Ronda Rousey.
Yeah.
But in like a, I shouldn't be in this spot kind of situation.
What the fuck am I doing?
Basically, Ronda Rousey beats the shit out of her. The refs come down to, break it up, and she goes ham on the referees again, to the point where Travis Brown fucks up this security guard in air quotes, and Ronda takes off. Another fine coming.
I mean, they said it's an undisclosed fine that she got. It's like, shut the fuck up. This is total kayfabe, man. You're not selling it to us.
That was a nice forearm punch thing he gave him. Too.
Oh, yeah.
Solid.
Was it a work? It looked pretty stiff to me.
Yeah, he probably just told him, hit me as hard as you can.
Yeah,
Just see how it goes.
this is my moment, man. You got to put me over, brother.
Yeah, that was stiff.
We have a match that looks like it's on the horizon between the Boss and Hug Connection versus the Sisters of Destruction versus the Sister Slaughterhouse, Samoan Slaughterhouse. Beth Phoenix is getting a championship match after not wrestling in
They said 5 years.
5
right?
years?
It's been
6
about
years?
5 plus years. And the way she came out of retirement was just, it was very anticlimactic.
She just came on commentary and then got attacked, and then she's in a match now, right?
That's basically how she came out, yeah.
I'll tell you this much. She can take a fucking bump, that's for sure, because she sells the shit out of it.
Oh,
And
yeah.
and she's beastly. She looks the part, so she still looks amazing. So I think, yeah, I'm excited for that. Actually, it brought some pizzazz to that. Whatever that match was going to be dull to me, so I'm excited for that.
Yeah, it adds, like, because, I mean, the Sisters of Destruction were a great tag team back in the day.
Mm-hmm.
And, you know, we'll see where it goes, but, you know, they woke up a sleeping dragon,
Mm.
which is what Beth Phoenix called herself. What else?
Batista.
Oh, yeah.
Yes, let's get into that promo.
It was pretty damn good. It reminded me like he's like the last boss in Streets of Rage. If you guys ever played Streets of Rage, for
Dude,
instance.
the way he was
Yeah.
in his chair, like a boss, dude.
Dude, I was like, damn, he's dressed sick.
The
off-
underboss.
Dude, it's like the old school WWE promos when they used to have like a nice little set where like whatever gimmick you had, that was your gimmick, and it was set up like that. I thought it was like Scarface meets Streets of Rage.
No, dude, that
Streets
was
of Rage, dude.
Yeah, dude.
that was his house.
That
It
was
his
It
house.
wasn't backstage.
Oh, his office.
He's like, get out of my house, my office.
Yeah,
Dude,
right.
just shut the fuck up.
Keep it kayfabe, brother.
I love that part though.
But
That's
yeah,
hilarious.
the promo was just better than it was fucking last week. I gave it some shit and I didn't really like it, but this promo fucking sold me. I want the match,
Well, he's an actor.
and this sold it for me. He's
I just don't like him.
Yeah.
I just don't like him.
But you gotta like him, man. Like, I mean, he's
No.
the well,
That's what he was saying to Triple H.
no, I
They're
mean-
asking why you want to fight Triple H. He said, I just don't like him.
Oh yeah, I mean, he says that he's jealous. You know, Triple H is jealous of him. He's the actor. He left at the peak of his career, and you know that Triple H is, afraid of him. I guess you could say. But yeah, it's great. I'm fucking excited for it.
Fuck yeah.
I do want to mention though that we forgot to mention the beginning of Raw with Brock Heyman, with Paul Heyman and Brock Lesnar when they came out and Seth came out to attack Drew and Brock. Did you guys see the camera work? We forgot to mention about the camera work.
Oh, yeah, that's, yeah. If you go on Instagram, you could probably find it. There is
Yes.
a fan video of whenever Seth Rollins was hitting. When you know when you want to have a seizure and you're watching Raw. We found the cameraman, and this guy does not deserve the Warrior Award.
No, he does not.
The anti-Warrior Award is what I would give this guy. We found the seizure cameraman, and he's literally doing squats, and every time Seth Rollins hits him with the chair, he's going up and down, like super fast. I had a seizure during that whole thing because Kevin Dunn was just camera one, camera two, camera one, camera two, camera one, camera two, and then camera one was going crazy. Camera two was zooming in and out. Who thinks this is a good idea? Who thinks this makes me want to watch the show?
Kevin Dunn.
I can't even concentrate on what's happening because I'm switching cameras left and right. The camera work has gotten so bad. It's been bad for years, but I feel like when I see something like that, that is
That's the
insane to
video.
me, dude. That is ugh.
Yeah, and whoever captured it on film, thank you, by the way, because now we know who the fucker is that's been doing that.
Great commentary too, by the way.
Yes.
Dude, that video is so
That's
fucking
pretty
horrible.
bad, dude.
Like you could tell he's like zooming in like every single fucking moment.
There's someone in his ear telling him up, down,
Yeah.
up, down,
Kevin
up,
Kevin
down.
Dunn.
I mean, I get it. They're trying to insinuate the I'm hitting him hard and it hurts. But for fuck's sake, don't do that shit. Because it's hard to fucking watch it on TV.
It doesn't look good. I don't know what Kevin Dunn is trying to get his point across, but it doesn't look good.
Yeah, that's fucking terrible.
Other than that, not really much going on. We're gonna get a Drew McIntyre versus Roman Reigns match at WrestleMania now.
I'm okay with that.
Yeah, which is a great match for both of them because they're building up Drew McIntyre big time. He's now beaten all of the Shield members. He's beaten Roman, he's beaten Seth, and he's beaten Dean.
He's beaten Dean multiple times.
Oh yeah, he's beaten Dean.
Wait,
bunch
has
of
he
times.
beaten Roman 1-on-1?
Not 1-on-1.
He hasn't, right?
But I think maybe he hasn't beat him, but he's definitely put a beat down on
He
him.
put the
he
beat down
put
on
a
him
beat
last
down on
week.
him, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, last week when he came out to do his match and then Drew McIntyre jumped him. So yeah, Drew McIntyre is so fucking good, man.
He's a star. He's a superstar.
He is.
Soon to be, man. I mean, they're gonna keep going with him, and it's gonna get better and better, dude.
What else we got? Elias is gonna give us a concert that we don't need at WrestleMania. I guess they couldn't get Eminem
Oh, that's right.
or Flo Rida. They couldn't get Kid Rock or Flo Rida this year.
Not even MGK.
Not even MGK. They couldn't even get Fred Durst and Limp Bizkit, who are back together, who I saw at the Troubadour like 2 weeks ago for $3.
Sold out, right?
Standing
Oh,
right
big
next
time.
to Marilyn Manson.
Yeah, Marilyn Manson, Baron Corbin, Billy Corgan, Billy Corgan. God damn it, Billy Corgan, not Baron Corbin.
yeah.
Not
when,
Billy Corbin.
Yeah, when you sent that video, I was like, dude, that looks so fucking awesome.
Yeah, it was pretty dope. But Limp Bizkit should be at WrestleMania. I'm just saying.
So was it really 1999? Like when you saw them?
Oh, they're so good. They were like, it's Limp Bizkit, and it's 1999, and they're at the peak of their fucking success right now. They were great.
Is it all original members?
All original members.
And how much did you pay for the tickets?
I paid $3.
$3 bill, y'all.
$3 bill, y'all.
In
$3 show, y'all.
Definitely worth it. Let's get into SmackDown. Not a lot going on the show, but definitely a lot going on the show, if that makes any sense.
It was dominated by one match, by the gauntlet match.
Yeah, Kofi went over an hour on this match.
God bless you, Kofi.
And it's a 2-hour show.
Yeah, it's a 2-hour show, mind you. And I think that's what I like about SmackDown. It's easy to digest, and they can tell concise, clear stories when they don't have to fill all this goddamn time.
Yep.
So let's just talk about
Simple logic, right?
Yeah, I mean, it makes sense. Let's talk about the match, though. Kofi, we knew last week, was going to kick off SmackDown with his gauntlet match, but they ended up making it the main event. And he had to not only take on 1, not 2, not 3, not 4, not 5 champions, but he had to face them all back-to-back. He had to face Sheamus, Cesaro, Samoa Joe, Rowan, and Randy Orton back-to-back-to-back, which those are the probably top 5 heels at the moment.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
And if it was like WWE 2K, all those people are probably at least 85 and up. So that's
Yeah.
pretty tough.
If you needed to unlock an achievement by using Kofi to beat all 5 of those, that achievement would be impossible to get.
Yeah, it'd be pretty hard.
It says the percentage 0.00001% have gotten this achievement.
Yeah, exactly.
Kofi and Sheamus actually, for that being his first opponent, they went a long time. But the thing about Kofi Kingston is he put on a clinic with each and every one of those people. I felt his pain through the television. What did you guys think of the match?
I mean, it just showed how good of a performer he is. He can go with all those different styles. Samoa Joe, Randy Orton, the Bar. It was a good performance, and it shows why. I think WWE did a really good job of showing that he deserves to be in the upper echelon now. Like, going to essentially those guys are main eventers, right? All those 5 of those guys are potential main eventers or already main eventers. So to put him and to elevate him to face Daniel Bryan at WrestleMania, it did its job, you know?
You know who would have been a better person to put in there for Kofi to beat other than the United States champion? Rusev.
Oh, that's true. Yeah.
Where the fuck is Rusev, dude?
Where is he?
He could have easily been.
He wasn't
could have
on
been
the show,
easily
was he?
replaced.
He hasn't been on the show in weeks.
I wonder if
Yeah.
they have something new for him, or if he's on vacation since they had no plans to just take a break.
Oh, it was Lana's birthday, so maybe that's why.
Oh, Lana number 1.
Of course.
But honestly, I just keep going back on this, and keep thinking about, dude, he wasn't even supposed to be in the fucking match. like back, like it was supposed to be Mustafa Ali.
Oh, Daniel Bryan said that in his promo, which is a great promo too.
It's just like it still gets me every time, but like you see that WWE by accident made this the greatest fucking thing that's happened in wrestling in WWE for a long time.
It's so damn good.
And it's so fucking, it's red hot, dude. Like, you can't get better wrestling than this.
And I get that, we kind of got the same storyline with Daniel Bryan 5 years ago, but that was also 5 years ago.
True.
This is great storytelling. This is what they could have had with Becky and Ronda.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm glad that, the world title is getting some attention too. And getting a great story. Like, you want Kofi. I don't even care if he wins. I just wanted to be in that match, in that spot. You know what I mean?
But, they also, like, I mean, this is the kind of, this, like you said, this is the same storyline as Daniel Bryan. But this is a guy that's been with the company for 11 years and never got pushed to this spot.
Never.
And, like, Daniel Bryan was with the company, but he was, like, he wasn't that far along as Kofi Kingston.
But the crowd knew how good Daniel Bryan was, and he wasn't being used properly.
Definitely. But it's just, I mean, I hope that, I don't know what they're going to do or how they're going to bring this around, but man, I'm fucking excited for it.
I think that the thing that makes it extra special and slightly different than Daniel Bryan's run is all the racial undertones behind it.
I was just thinking the same thing. Yeah.
It's amazing because you guys saw that promo, right? The WWE exclusive on YouTube. With the
Oh,
New Day.
yeah.
When they're talking about that glass ceiling, I'm like, damn, it got deep.
So Kofi beats Sheamus with the Trouble in Paradise, beats Cesaro with the SOS. Rowan gets DQ'd from using the chair and then puts him through a table for his efforts. Joe comes out and Kofi beats him with a reversal into a roll-up. And then Orton comes out. And by this point, Kofi is breathing heavy. He looks fucked. Like, he can barely stand. And Orton, calls him stupid. He does a callback to 10 years ago, which is great because
Awesome.
if you remember, Orton and him were feuding, and this was Kofi's first big push, and Kofi messed up a spot in the match, and Orton got pissed mid-match and kicked him in the head and said, "Stupid!" And
he wanted to finish it off, He wanted to finish that phrase off.
Oh, yeah.
Where's the mic?
So the fact that he did that little thing in this match was awesome, and Kofi ends up getting a quick roll-up on Orton, only for Vincent Kennedy McMahon to come out and say, we got one more. We got one more boss for you to fight. And out comes Daniel Bryan, the champion. And he just picks the bones of Kofi. And Kofi puts up a good fight for the most part. And then, Daniel Bryan gets the not the Kinshasa, but the running knee. It's the same fucking move.
Yep.
And he stands victorious over Kofi. If you guys watch that video, I highly recommend go to WWE YouTube and look up the New Day reacting. They were like, let's just quit. Let's quit. There's nothing else we can do. There's nothing we can do. If Vince McMahon tells you to climb a mountain, you climb that mountain, and he's going to put another mountain on top of that mountain. I kind of see something of a rebellion from the New Day. What if we get that Nation of Domination New Day that's tired of getting fucked around, tired of getting pushed around, and by any means necessary, they take what's theirs.
Ooh, you think that would work in nowadays climate?
Yeah, especially nowadays climate. I think it would appeal to a different audience, in your typical wrestling audience, especially.
I think it would be dope. I also feel like racial tensions are very high in this country right now. So maybe that's why they don't want to advertly put that out there.
Exactly. That's where I'm thinking. Like, I'm like, I don't know about that.
You might get MAGA hats versus Smarks in the streets,
Kobe Covington versus Usman.
Yeah.
So it's going to be pretty, there's so many parallels or draws to like the social being of this country right now. So I think it's, I don't know. I really love where it's going. The story's pretty damn good, and I'm glad it ended the way it did. You just want Kofi to achieve.
And the funny is everyone on Instagram, I was just like scrolling through the pictures, and everyone's like, fucking Vince, bullshit, fuck Vince, and this and that. Everyone's really pissed, but this is what he wants. He wants you invested.
Yeah, you
So
dumb
this is
fuck.
exactly what they get. You know, they want you to be invested on this, and that's where this is going. They want you to be excited for that match.
The dumbest thing I've seen too on all these social network, media posts or whatever, is people saying, "Oh, Mustafa Ali would be in the same position. He blew it." No, he wouldn't, because there's no way Mustafa Ali would have been pushed to the moon like this. He doesn't have the same organic heat that, that this whole thing that Kofi created, it just came so naturally, which is amazing.
It just popped out of nowhere, and it manifested so great. And it's on the perfect person because he's been there for 11 years and he was never pushed to this, higher spot. And it's great. I love it. I love it. I can't get enough of it.
But yeah, let's, going into the WrestleMania main event, this should be the main event. I feel like this has a lot of story. This and Ronda and Becky and Charlotte should be 1 and 2 main event for sure.
And then Triple H third.
Yes.
Hands down.
And then Angle opening pre-show match.
Damn, that's sad.
If it was, yeah. Anyways, what do you guys think of the Miz being a babyface now, getting cheered by the crowd?
What I tell you guys, isn't he the best?
By the way, getting "You Deserve It" chance.
Right?
Like,
How fast we do forget fickle, fickle. You're all fickle.
For sure, dude. I was like, what the fuck is going on? This is weird.
He's still got that punchable face, man.
I don't buy it.
I still don't buy it.
I don't buy him as a baby. He's a natural heel.
Yo, but like sometimes you can do both, and that suit he wore, I think it made him more
You can do
face.
both, but the money in him is him being a heel. That's where the real money's at.
Yeah.
Not for right now. Not if you got people yelling, "You deserve it." That just show the crowd has spoken, guys.
I think you're
The
right
crowd,
on that.
The crowd spoken after what happened. I mean,
Yeah.
they give them the storyline. Yeah, I mean,
Was that a Chicago crowd in
That was
for SmackDown?
Chicago,
I know,
yeah.
I know Raw was Chicago. I don't know.
I think it was Chicago as well.
Because that's a smart town too. So the fact
Yeah.
that they are giving Miz those adulation,
Yeah, man.
think.
kind of says a lot.
Let me find out.
You got a literature, like daily literature thing? that
I'm
use?
just trying to expand my horizons, reading books.
Adulation.
Well, that's a good word. That's a word.
Great word. You know what isn't great is what they did for the United States Championship. Rey Mysterio backstage just says, "I'm going to challenge Samoa Joe for the U.S. title at WrestleMania." That title, they were doing so good with it, and I thought they were going to, turn a new leaf. And there's no build-up. There's no feud. There's just a, I'm going to challenge him kind of deal.
I think something's going to end up happening. We got a while. It's like 2 weeks. So 2 weeks. We got
I see what you did
Total
there.
Recall.
Well
But I
done.
think that's what's going to end up happening. They're going to build that story, but it was kind of dumb that they decided to throw it in there because they were like they didn't have the time for it.
Yeah.
But just to throw it in there like that, they should have just waited till next week, man.
Although I did notice they planted a little bit of a seed. You know how Samoa Joe hates families, right? Dominic, little baby Dominic, remember from 2010 SummerSlam?
Oh
Dude.
my God, he's a man.
He is a giant now.
He is.
Compared to Rey Mysterio.
Did Rey Mysterio's wife a WNBA player or something?
Dude,
What the?
That's what I was saying. I was
fuck?
like, how tall is his wife?
But honestly, he's probably like what 5'7" or
He's probably
Yeah.
like 4'10".
he's probably not that tall, but just standing next to his dad.
Yeah, I did meet Rey Mysterio once, and he is a shrimp.
Really?
Yeah, I met him at Disneyland.
Really?
Yeah, unmasked.
Unmasked?
Yeah, wearing a Hollister sweatshirt, about to write Indiana Jones.
He's all,
Sorry, sir, you're not tall enough to go on this ride.
He's like, I want to sit in the front. I'm like, what?
Nah, man, you can't have that steering wheel. You're too short.
nah, it's too short. You got to be able to see over it, dude.
Oh, that's funny. Poor Ray.
Oh man, dude, and he's a baby face though, for sure.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. I like when he has a little soul patch.
The tiny soul
That
patch.
little tiny and the eyebrow piercing. The Iconics pinned the women's champions. Cool.
They finally decided to have an actual tag team match. Finally,
I know.
and then they end up getting a roll up off the distraction, I guess. So
They're gonna do what they did with all their other champions and build the champions to be weak.
and fatal 4-way maybe at WrestleMania.
So dumb.
You think it will be
It's a
fatal 4-way?
multi-person match. Or I think more likely to be a multi-person match.
They're going to add them to the WrestleMania match for sure. Make it a 4-way women's title match. But what I was saying before we started recording would have been cool, instead of Natalya and Beth Phoenix in the match, why don't you have a SmackDown team, a Raw team, and an NXT team take on the Boss and Hug Connection? I think that would be a great way to put over the NXT talent, and it'd be a good way to show that belt is going to be represented on all brands.
Well done.
But what do I know? What do I know?
Is there any girls tag teams that are popping in NXT I haven't seen in a while?
Io Shirai and
The other Asian,
the
huh?
Pirate,
Kairi Sane.
Kairi Sane.
Yeah.
And then you have the other horsewomen. They have like a little stable going on. Is there any other tag teams, women tag teams?
You can always
Throw
string
them together.
Yeah.
Yeah, for sure.
I mean, look at Ricochet and Alistair.
Two guys that
Two guys that don't belong
have
together, just
zero
throw 'em
in
together.
common.
Fuck it.
Ricochet listens to emo music while Alistair Black listens to the black metal.
Black Dahlia
Black Dahlia Mary. What'd you say right now?
Sorry, I just had a stroke.
Hair dare, bear dare, tear dare.
KO show though, that was pretty hot.
Why do you bring Kevin Owens back just so we can host
It was
a
dumb.
segment?
I didn't like it, but I loved because he is great at doing his promos.
Oh, for sure.
And he tied them like to get against each other so fucking good. I loved it. It was good. But again, yes, you're right. We don't need another moment of bliss.
No. Lacey Evans is still doing that interruption thing. I don't know. I'm kind of digging the bottom of the barrel of what happened on the wrestling shows this week.
Yeah, definitely.
Kind of a slow week, but I think SmackDown did its job. Raw did a really poor job of doing any more builds, possible builds for Mania. Like, what's Finn Balor gonna do? We all heard that rumor that we all want, which would be insane.
Yeah.
The Undertaker versus Finn.
What's
Demon.
the IC title gonna do?
Oh yeah, I don't even know. Oh, it's Bobby.
Bob
huh?
Lash.
Oh, yeah.
But like what?
Bob Trashley.
Bob Trashley. Yeah.
We have a listener request that we just received right now, and I'm gonna cut it. Well, we're gonna invite our friend Bulgogi Hogan to cut a promo on one of our Instagram followers.
Oh wow.
If you want your own custom promo cut on you, feel free to message us, and Bulgogi Hogan will roast you, brother. So let me get in character real quick. Let me invite. He knocked with both hands.
Right off cue.
And his dick.
Bulgogi Hogan knocked with all three of his appendages. So let's just have him in here.
Come in.
What you gonna do, brother? Great to be back here on the Put Me Over podcast, dudes. What are you guys talking about?
Wrestling, obviously.
WrestleMania.
Oh, you guys suck. You guys suck so much. You know who sucks too? Kofi Kingston, brother.
Hey. Why do you think he
Whoa.
sucks? Is it
Why?
the reason
Why?
you think?
It's the reason you think, dude.
I don't
He's
say
skinny, dude.
Okay.
What do you guys? What do you guys
God.
think I was gonna say?
I don't know. I mean,
I don't know.
you've said some pretty edgy stuff.
Oh,
on here.
I'm turning a new leaf, dude. I'm getting into stand-up comedy, brother.
All right.
Part of stand-up comedy is also roasting people, dude.
Oh, who are you gonna roast?
Well, you guys got a follower on your Instagram. His name's Bubba the Hutt. And I just got to say one thing to you, Bubba. Why did you film me and your wife having sex, dude, and ruining my life and selling it to Gawker, brother?
I think that's the wrong Bubba.
Dude, that's not.
I don't
No, this Bubba the Hutt, he really skins my dick, dude.
He skids your dick?
He really chaps my ass, brother. Just the way I used to wear assless chaps back when I was a female stripper, dude. I mean, a male stripper, dude. I don't know what the fuck I'm talking about anymore, dude.
I can't believe he skids your
you
dick.
were a stripper?
Dude, that's crazy.
Yeah, I mean, back in the day when I was growing up in Korea, dude, before I was Bulgogi Hogan, I had to strip my ass off and skin my dick on the mean streets of Korea, dude.
Wow, that is some story, dude.
Yeah, but this Larry Turd, Bubba the Hutt guy really just grinds my gears, dude. He wants to come out here and he wants to message the Instagram of the Put Me Over podcast, dude. And I just got one thing to say to you, Bubba. What you gonna do when I skin your dick, dude?
Damn, dude, he's pissed.
Don't forget to take your vitamins, say your prayers, and eat your steroids. I mean, say your prayers and drink your milk. I don't know, dude. But I gotta get going here, dude. I just wanted to get one thing clear, dude. Before you run off and you talk crap about Bulgogi Hogan on the internet, just remember that I have a giant dick and you don't.
Whoa.
Damn, you told him.
And
Jeez.
it's good to know that skidding your dick sucks.
Have you ever skinned your dick, dude? I masturbated 14 times in one day, dude. Let me just tell you, it's a great way to skin your own dick, brother.
14 times?
Did anything come out after that or at the 14th time?
You'd be surprised how much cum can come out of these balls, dude.
I would be surprised.
I'm very surprised, dude.
I've been eating so much Korean barbecue, delicious bulgogi. I just ooze protein, brother.
Damn, dude.
I'm impressed, Bulgogi.
Double digits, man.
Hall of
That
Fame.
was a very good roast.
Sorry, Bubba the Turd.
Next time, we'll see you next time. I don't know what I'm gonna say, dude.
Oh, thanks for stopping by. We really.
All right,
really
yeah,
appreciate
great to see you.
Great chat, Bulgogi.
Bulgogi Hogan.
it. No racial slurs at all.
Not one.
Not once.
I mean, I felt like every time he said brother, he meant to say the N-word.
Yeah,
though.
yeah.
He was very edgy.
I was worried
today.
he was going to go where we thought he was going to go.
Yeah. Well,
I
mean,
guess
he's
he's
just-
turning over a new leaf.
He just thought Kofi was skinny.
a random question. What's the most you ever masturbated in a day? I'm curious.
That's a great question.
Because Bulgogi's 14. That's a lot.
I've never masturbated in my life.
Yeah.
Why?
I know why else live?
Because I fuck every day.
Heyo.
All right.
All right.
What about you, Bobby? How many times?
You can't use my line.
Yep, too late.
Obviously. I don't know. Maybe twice.
What? This is amateur hour?
I don't know. I mean, well,
You guys never spent a day where you wanted to be like, oh shit, I want to see.
I mean,
whack off.
there's been one time where I had like, this is when I was dating somebody. We had sex probably like four times a day. Maybe
That's
5
not the
times
question,
in
bro.
the day.
The question is
But
how many.
But that was back to back. Like I'm talking back to back.
So you've masturbated 4 times a day.
Yeah.
Obviously,
When you're in a relationship with your
And the girl-
pocket pussy.
and the girl's name was Pamela.
Pamela. But yeah,
Angela.
Angela.
I think if I really thought about it, maybe 4 times probably.
Dang, all week.
I know a guy that actually jerked off 16 times in one day.
I did 9.
Fucking gross.
9?
Yeah.
I never hit double digits.
Oh. Maybe we have a goal for 2019, fellas.
I mean, there's still time.
there's still time,
Maybe if I was a little bit younger, man, I could probably pull that off.
bro. 9 times you could probably do it. Like just have Pornhub X videos. Get it lined up. You're good.
You have a Ferris Bueller's Day Off, all right?
Yeah.
But instead of doing shit, you just jack off all day.
Yeah, pace yourself. No rush.
What about performance-enhancing drugs?
Ooh, like what?
Like Viagra or Cialis? Can we
I ain't
include that in
taking
the
that
mix?
shit.
No performance enhancing.
Yeah,
drugs.
it's got to be all natural.
all natural, baby. What? You want to be the Barry Bonds of whacking off? You want to do it for real. You want to do it like
Just win, baby.
yeah. You want. I'm trying to think of someone in baseball that's not taking steroids and did a lot of home runs.
No, everyone does.
You want to be like Mark McGuire. I mean, you want to be like Sammy. You want to be like Babe Ruth.
Oh yeah.
I mean-
yeah. They weren't even invented. That's why.
Yeah.
He's probably the only one.
I mean, his steroids are probably hot dogs.
Yeah. I say we do it and we have this USADA involved and see if we get if we can actually do this.
Let's do the Babe Ruth challenge. Eat as many hot dogs and jerk off as many times as you can in a single day.
Is that a real
That's a
challenge?
very
'Cause if you
valid
made that
day.
up, you better copyright that shit. That's amazing.
Hashtag.
Let's write it down. Hashtag Babe Ruth challenge.
That's
Make it happen, guys.
Babe Ruth challenge for sure.
Bubba the Hutt, I need you to tell me if you're if you're on board with the Babe Ruth challenge. I don't need you to tell me how many times you jerked off. I'm not asking that. I don't want to know that. But if you told me, we could have another roast of you.
How many hot dogs and how many times you can jerk off in a day? That's the Babe
The
Ruth
Babe
challenge.
Ruth challenge.
Let's just be clear.
That's gonna be our WrestleMania weekend
Yeah.
event.
Like, oh, well, you
Maybe
have
we could do that on
walking
reckless eating. I think that'd be a good reckless eating event.
There
Or
you
like
go.
reckless
Challenge.
beating.
Bravo, Dick. That was fucking awesome.
Babe Rude.
Well, we got a little bit of time left. Let's get into our main event.
Ding, ding, ding.
We haven't done this in a long time, and I think it's a great idea. I think it's a great segment. If you could book a WrestleMania Dream Match, not a card, because we're going to say that for another time. If you could book a WrestleMania Dream Match, who would you like to see? Dick, I'm going with you first.
Well, let's start off with the guidelines. What are the guidelines for this dream match?
Two guys that have never fought, alive or dead, of all time. Two guys that you think would put on a great match that we never got to see.
Oh wow!
I think those are good guidelines, right?
Oh, yeah.
And they had to have jacked off 4 times in one day at least.
Yeah. Participated in the first annual Babe Ruth Challenge.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, I'm gonna go right off the top of my head and be the obvious one and say Kurt Angle versus Bret Hart.
Yeah, that's one that I wrote down.
Kurt Angle and Bret Hart. That's the obvious one.
That's the obvious one. Yeah,
That would have been an amazing technical match.
they never wrestled. By the time Kurt got in, Bret was on his way out.
He was in WCW already, right?
He was
Was
in
that nice-
WCW, but like he was already on his way out of the business.
Stroked out already?
Yes.
God damn, I shouldn't say it like that. He was having medical issues already.
Yes.
Yes. That was it.
God damn it. Why did I say that? That sucks.
Edit.
Hart, he is part of the
I'm
Hart
gonna leave it
Foundation,
because I
guys.
think it's that's who I am, brother.
He got
Our
stroked out,
foundation.
dude. See, now I'm
Now
saying
you
it.
can't-
Now I'm saying
you're
it.
saying it,
Now I'm
dude.
saying it. God damn it.
When I said stroked out, I meant like out of jerking off, like he couldn't jack off anymore.
Babe Ruth Challenge.
he was participating in Babe Ruth Challenge before it was Babe Ruth Challenge.
Before you even knew.
I think, you know what match I don't think we never got? Stone Cold versus John Cena.
Oh, we never got that. That's a good dream match.
I think I didn't write that one down. I just thought of it because we got Stone Cold here on the studio set. But I think Austin and Cena, especially like Thugonomic John Cena versus the Texas Rattlesnake.
Dude.
I think that would have been a great match. I think there would have been a lot of shit talking going on.
That would have been really good, man.
God damn,
The crowd buildup would have been amazing.
it would have been insane. Would they both be face? I think Cena would have to be the heel in that, right?
No, I think Cena would have to be the face, but Stone Cold would be like the tweener that he was.
Yeah.
But I think Cena would be the face that everybody hates. You know what I mean?
The fans are gonna chant for Austin no matter what in that situation.
Yeah.
Man, yeah.
That's a
Fuck,
good match.
That'd
though.
be great.
That's a. Good
I think
ass-
this list, I mean, this scenario, it's gonna involve a lot of Stone Cold matches because at WrestleMania, he fought The Rock 3 times. He fought Bret Hart once.
all good matches too. By
and
the
he
way.
fought Scott Hall. I mean,
Shawn Michaels.
Shawn
Oh
Michaels.
yeah.
So he didn't really have a whole lot of WrestleMania opponents, like different varieties, because he fought The Rock 3 times, obviously.
Yeah.
So he's gonna be. I think he's gonna be on a lot of our lists. Or I don't know about. I'm probably speaking ahead for Byron and Bobby, but I could think of another Stone Cold match that I would have loved to see.
What's that?
Stone Cold Hulk Hogan, and that could have happened back in 2002.
Yeah. That
Damn.
could have happened, but he didn't want to work with Hogan.
Yeah. What?
That sucks.
What year that should happen? Was that supposed to happen?
Instead of
2002.
Rock and Hogan, it was supposed to be Austin and Hogan.
Nah, the Rock Hogan was a magical match.
That was the right match. That was the right
Yeah.
call.
It definitely was a
That
magical
was a
match.
beautiful. One of my favorite Mania matches. Easy.
Moments in general.
That shit was hot.
I wrote down a few, but I think the best one that I came up with was Shawn Michaels and AJ Styles.
Another.
Da-
It was rumored like for the last 2 years.
Damn.
Yeah.
And Shawn Michaels took that Saudi money instead.
Yeah.
I
think that
Yeah.
those guys
They-
just, I mean, AJ Styles is the fast technical wrestler, and then you have Shawn Michaels, the Heartbreak Kid. Like, it just doesn't get any better than that. Like, I think that they would put on a fucking stellar show.
We're obviously talking about what peak versus peak, right?
Oh yeah, definitely
yeah,
peak
yeah.
versus peak for sure.
Yeah.
I mean, and then I wrote down another one: Undertaker and Sting.
a match
Oh,
we never
yeah.
got. That we could have gotten.
Like, it definitely we could have gotten it.
it would have been
and-
awful though.
I mean, well, I'm talking. Yeah, for sure. If it was happening like anytime recently, it would have been really bad. But I mean, maybe at the peak of their careers, like when Undertaker was Undertaker and Sting was like fucking like badass Sting, dude, that would have been so fucking good, man.
Yeah. Crow Sting versus the Dead Man would have been fucking grim as shit.
Yes.
Fuck yes,
Damn.
so fucking good.
You know what we should do? We should make like T-shirts of like dream matches.
That's a good idea.
Penny. Don't listen to this.
Edit
Lapel, yeah, don't listen to this. We're gonna do this. We're gonna make sure it's. Also, I forgot to mention off the top of the show. WrestleCrate just got. We don't have a sponsor from WrestleCrate anymore, guys.
This is our last show with WrestleCrate's sponsor, right?
Soon. I think they have a couple weeks left. Actually, this might be one of the last shows. They got bought by Pro Wrestling Tees. So, that's awesome for them.
Yeah, definitely good news for them. I know he was talking about it being like a great thing to do, and he was bringing back WrestleCrate to like the peak of being the best, and
they definitely, they were, in my opinion, they were the best.
Oh yeah, hands down, dude. With the toys, fuck yeah, man. Look, giving away some badass shit.
The shirt designs, everything was just top tier. The pins, everything that you got, I think it was worth what you were paying for, basically. But good luck in their future endeavors. Lapel Yeah is still going to be a sponsor. We're still rocking with Lapel Yeah, and actually Lapel Yeah is hosting. Or not hosting, but they are going to be giving away prizes at Mania Crawl 6 in Hoboken, New Jersey.
Ooh.
Details on Mania Crawl at Mania Crawl on Instagram. But they're going to be giving away a lot of prizes for wrestling-themed costume contest. So make sure if you're going to Mania to check out Mania Crawl for sure.
Yeah.
You didn't get to. What would you?
Yeah, we got a little sidetracked, but yeah.
The dream match that I would want. Like, I just thought of it right now because Shawn Michaels is the greatest wrestler. Debate me, fight me, I don't give a fuck. But would be Shawn Michaels versus Daniel Bryan. Imagine peak for peak.
Jeez,
The teacher versus the student.
Easy to sell.
We got a little bit of it. Shawn Michaels super kicked Daniel Bryan.
That would be sick.
And they should book it as an Iron Man match.
Oh my God!
Dude.
Now you're making me jealous that we never got to see these things.
That shit, dude. It could still happen. I don't think Shawn can go an hour.
No.
And it won't be the same if it's bald ass Shawn Michaels too. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's not good for my eyes, but like.
Or his one eye.
Oh.
Ouch.
Unblock me, coward. Another match that they did a couple times on house shows, but never like on a televised event. Shawn Michaels versus Macho Man Randy Savage.
Yo, why did you say
greatest
that?
wrestlers of all time.
That's your guy versus my guy.
Both of my guys.
Yeah, our guy.
Unblock me, coward. But Macho Man is the greatest of all time. Hands down, the complete package. And Shawn Michaels is right there with him as far as the total package that can go, that knows how to, put on a good match. Them two would have put on a fucking show.
Damn.
Stellar show.
The worker versus the worker.
Yeah, for sure, dude. I think that would have been great. Do you have anything else, guys? Do you guys have any more dream matches that you'd like to see? Anything else you'd like to cover?
I wrote down, we could honestly probably still get this match is Ricochet and Rey Mysterio.
That can absolutely happen.
And
okay.
And it's a match that I want to happen because dude, Rey Mysterio still fucking goes, man. And Ricochet, the guy that gravity forgot.
No, that's Pac.
Oh, dude,
That's
Pac
Neville.
versus Ricochet. There's so many matches that can happen.
Yeah.
Damn, Pac needs to come back to WWE.
No, he doesn't.
No.
I think he's
I
great
think
where he's at.
He's probably gonna be on track for that championship too, huh?
Yeah,
Oh,
they're
for
going to
sure.
push him pretty good. I'm
'Cause that
assuming.
motherfucker's not a cruiserweight. He's a heavyweight.
Man, they fucked up.
Yeah, they fucked up bad. Big time. You know what's not fucked up?
What?
The ending of this show. Thank you guys so much
Ooh.
for listening. Thank you for being with us. If you were, just got on board, or if you listened to all 50 of our episodes, thank you so much. Here's to 50 more. We are the new world order of professional podcasting, and we will see you next week.